want to say thank you very much for all parties on the table, especially our investor partners, led by ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is the lead investing partner in the P'nyang fields. We have Santos, we have JX Nippon in the P'nyang project, and of course PNG parties, our state company, Petroleum, as well as our landowner benefits that will be managed by MRDC and the landowner beneficiary structures. I want to acknowledge Governor the Honorable Taboi Awi Yoto and his leadership from the province. They have advocated strongly for the provincial and people's interest, combined with Pangu Party's specific interest in empowering our people and provinces. This P'nyang project is now moved to the stage where we've now been able to give fiscal stability to our investors so that they could start to go on with the design and project procurement as we move to the stage of getting P'nyang being constructed. This is a milestone moment, as Minister Maladina has said. I want to commend his leadership as he arrived in the portfolio. He wasted no time. What needs to be done needs to be done. Instead of procrastinating, sitting on things, you don't have to be Prime Minister to get your job done. As ministers, you must do things that you must do. I just want to commend the Minister. When he came on board, he got this out of the shelves. It has been on the shelf, in fact, for almost a year. As far as fiscal stability is concerned, Parliament did pass these laws. We need to come down to Government House to get it signed to ensure ExxonMobil, Santos, JX Nippon, and Kumul get to work in ensuring that the project is structured, designed, and then financed to ensure it gets developed. I want to inform it's a 4.3 TCF project. When you put in Papua's 6.6 TCF, that gives us in these two projects alone over 10 TCF. PNG LNG is 10.6 TCF project, and so together all in all, PNG is positioned to harvest over 20 TCF of gas. In the global context of LNG, this is not significant. We have much bigger LNG producing nations. I just give you one country as an example, Mozambique. Mozambique, that Exxon again and Total has an interest. One field in Mozambique is 80 TCF. 80 TCF. But Papua New Guinea has some competitive advantage. We are closest to the Asian market. Asia is the growth place in terms of the global economic combustion. There's a lot of need for energy, and our existing traditional good relationships with Japan, with China, with South Korea, Taiwan, and other nations and economies nearby remains a main reason why PNG remains attractive. But more so, as Minister Maladina pointed out, once we give fiscal stability agreement, it runs the cost of the entire length of the agreement. I want to give some reps to this agreement. It is quite different from PNG LNG, a little bit different from Papua LNG. All in all, this agreement secures for PNG beneficiaries or PNG economy at minimum 59%. Just to contextualize, PNG LNG oil price is around $60 a barrel. We score at 48%. Papua LNG, we're getting rather at 51%. I want to thank Houston, ExxonMobil's head office. We visited them at the highest. We did indicate to them on our national aspirations that PNG must get back more, consistent with our Take Back PNG philosophy, without hurting our investors on making a return on the investment, but PNG must squeeze more where we can squeeze. Whether it's in DMO space, local content space, combine the aggregate gases that we will aggregate together, or the aggregation of fuels that is involved in both P'nyang and PNG LNG. Where possible, we must optimize the return for our people. And I want to say thank you, especially at this juncture, to ExxonMobil for ExxonMobil's leadership. You are our anchor managing partner in PNG LNG. You came into our country in the early part of this millennium, and we started the PNG LNG project. You understand clearly where our national aspirations are, especially when we need to give more to our people, give more to this country. I want to say thank you very much for allowing that you responded to the Pangu Party policy that any one time we must score about 55% in as far as our national take is concerned. And I want to, for the clarity, break up what I mean by the project economy. In P'nyang, this fiscal stability, just like we did for Pogra and we are doing for Wafi Golpu, this fiscal stability comes not free, but at a 2% premium. So they, instead of paying just 30% tax, they're paying 2% tax on top of the normal 30% that is allowed by law. So this fiscal stability we signed today is not a free gift. The project will pay 2% tax on top of the 30% tax. This project also sees us getting 3% production levy. This project also sees us getting, is it 3 or 2% development levy? 2% development levy. Now I'm relying on my memory now. Sometimes my memory fails. This project also has a better defined 2% royalty. And I just want to assure our people in Western Province that your governor led up front very well. He fought hard for this project. We also fought hard for this project that must be different from Papua LNG and PNG LNG. And I've already said thank you to Exxon and the partners, but I say thank you again one more time. The 3% production levy is a new inclusion. Already there used to be 2% development levy. There used to be 2% royalty, but in the P'nyang one, we had a better defined royalty, and we also have 5% secured for domestic market gas use. If it is to be unbundled and used at Western Province, then it is a $6 at Japanese crude cocktail price. If it is at Coastal Bay here in Port Moresby, then it is $9 JCC in terms of price of the domestic market gas. So a lot of winners in P'nyang, consistent with the 2019 Pango government's policy on winning back more for our people without hurting our investors' benchmark IRR in as far as the investments are concerned. So good news. I want to say thank you, ExxonMobil, once again to the people of Western Province. You have waited over 30 years. And sometimes good things come to those who wait long enough. We were able to wait long enough, but in the last 3 or 4 years, we penned this agreement for P'nyang. We believe we'll collect more. And I just want to say, Governor, you fought out for 10% equity. If you get 10% equity, it must come to Western Province. I want to announce part of the 59% total take includes additional 10% equity. Remember, the law allows for us to get only 22.5%. This one, through negotiation with ExxonMobil, we've secured additional 10% equity. I want to indicate here now and then, this 10% was strongly pushed by Western Province Governor and his people, and consistent with, again, Pango Party view that 40% of what we collect goes to the province. Governor, subject to development forum processes, the minister will convene a development forum at the very earliest in Kiunga. That 10% was secured by you for your people. You are total freedom to make your strong push there. The development forum process will make sure that comes to Western Province. It is simple. You have to look after the garden. So Western Province, that is the garden in which we sourcing the resource from. And other resources will be discussed. This signing also triggers 150 million kina worth of tax credit project for Western Province. You will have to look into, as we come to the development forum, you indicate to us what are the projects of significance that relates to the province and relates to the project, and we will work through with your people. But in the big picture, Papua LNG is not abandoned, delayed by a few months. The cost of EPC contractors to construct the project has come, the bid has come in a little bit higher, and so both the project manager in Total and ExxonMobil for downstream are going through the numbers. But the project is not abandoned. It is delayed by a few months. But as a country, working with our project investors, we are sequencing construction of Papua, construction of P'nyang, and ExxonMobil. This is not the occasion to indicate, but there's some exciting finds also in the geological map. They call it the Southern Papuan Fault Belts. Those discussions are going right now as hopefully These people here could cross the line and well of this. But exciting time for us going forward. We have world-class investors already with us. They clearly understand what government wants for our people, and we're meeting them halfway there, where they could make profit for the investors, as well as we could make more for our people in the context of negotiated outcomes we're securing for our people. So well done, P'nyang LNG. If all goes well, construction will start right after Papua LNG construction is retired. The same contractors mobilized there, but there's a possibility of them modeling outside of the Papua LNG construction models to see whether they could run P'nyang on its own, again subject to ExxonMobil's expertise. I'm not paid to do that calculation, but they're doing this calculation. We're encouraging them. In the event that Papua falls back a mile off, then why don't you pick up P'nyang? Why don't you pick up other conversations? So we have activities in the hydrocarbon space in this decade, leading into next decade. In the big picture, what this means is PNG will be an LNG producing nation up until 2060, 2070. We'll be producing LNG right into 2060, 2070. And when we talk about 2060, 2070, this generation today will not understand this. But I just want to conclude by saying, great men produce plants, trees, who say they don't see that today. What we're doing for P'nyang is not for you and me in our time today. What we're doing for Wallabies is not for our time today. But we're planting the seeds so that our children could live in a better Papua New Guinea, better project areas in the 2030s and 2040s going forward. And it's a good news for us today. I want the economy to be excited. Let's get behind this project. Western Province leadership, we will be coming to you. If not in April, then in early May for Diplomat Forum Day. Your 10% you secured, you could formally request that in front of the people, and we could work on a process to respect landowners and respect province where it is due. And I'm happy that ExxonMobil MD did make mention that there'll be construction activities happening in Western Province. In respect to P'nyang, we're looking forward to that construction should also include domestic market obligated use of gas in the Western Province. Thank you very much, Governor. Thank you for your support. You deserve this honor.